Hey guys, thank you for joining me. So I've been working with ice, and I've come up with 3 different systems, one of which I am quite happy with, and I'm going to show you how to make. I'm going to just kind of give you a rundown of the 2 other machines. So this one was meant to create ice really fast because of the 3 different surfaces. The only problem is that it only has 4 columns, nor could it have any more, and it would only hold a total of 48 blocks of ice, which just doesn't quite justify the work that was involved. It's complicated. And that one is no. No, I'm done. This one is using sand generation, and it has not worked since the last patch, nor will it ever work again because I refuse to work on it. It's a beast, and I'm done. Then there's this one right over here. This one actually uses the pistons as the wall, so we have 2 walls on each side of the water, and the ice actually forms quite a bit faster than any standard ice tray. And it creates a nice little wall of ice, so you can set up an array of pistons so that you can create a nice room of ice if you wanted. And we'll go ahead and take a look and see how this is working. You can see the pistons just retracted long enough so that all that water could form again, and it created that wall. So, and we have a nice big flat of ice. And the thing about it is that it's using the principle of an A, B, C, C, B, A switch. At least for those of you who know a little bit about Redstone, but just to show you visually, that'd be A, B, C, C, B, A, and that's, well, at least how these pistons are being triggered. Anyway, on with the tutorial. Alright, so the easiest way to start this off is actually to start with the pistons. You want to start with a row of 12 sticky pistons. So 1, 2, 3, 6. So there's your first set of pistons. I'm going to go ahead and remove that one. And then we're going to attach normal pistons pointing downwards along the side of the sticky. And that gives you your outline as to how you want to start your machine. We're going to place a row of blocks right above your regular pistons. Then we're going to wrap blocks around the back end of the sticky. And you're going to move it all the way around. And then right here is where your ice will form. So this needs to be exposed to the sunlight or air, however you want to think about it. And we're going to create a whole nother row of blocks 1 block away from those regular pistons. So now you have your trough outline, and we're going to go ahead and start with some of the redstone wire here. So we're going to need to put 3 of these guys in here, the repeaters, because the timing is set so that the pistons retract and push at the right times. And so you can see the repeaters start right where the pistons are. And right here we're going to drop down by 1 block, and we're going to put 1 more and another redstone. So we have these 3 set to full, this one's set to 1. And we're going to go ahead and connect up the edges of the machine here. So you have this nice blocked off thing. And we're going to run redstone all the way across, or in each of these blocks. And these are what will trigger your pistons. And then we're going to need to actually invert our signal. So we got to put a couple of inverters on both ends of the system. Right there and right there. So now you have these 2 lit and the center one turned off. And we're going to go ahead and put some redstone trailing in behind. And right over here, we're going to need to install 2 repeaters, 1 tick each. And you actually are done with the mechanics in Redstone. We just need to set up a trigger, and you can see that it's actually in its on state, but we're going to invert the whole. There we go. Now it's on its off state. And it is required that you use a wooden button, just because of the way the system works. Well, the purpose of it is that so that the water has time to form. And the regular buttons do not allow enough time for the water to form. At least I could not get it to work. So it's actually a 15 tick long button, or 16 tick. I can't remember which one of the two. Anyway, so it just simply allows enough time for the water to form in the trough. You can see just fine. Yep, looks good. And right now we're just going to go ahead and form the area where you put the water. So we're just going to drop down the entire trough by 1 block. And then we got to put water sources right next to the piston and right to the side of the trough, and put a backing so your water doesn't spill out. And then you just create a nice little area where the water can be kept right in here. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. It just allows the water to form that much faster. There you go. So you can see we have this nice little space for 2 water sources right next to the piston. And then we're going to go ahead and put a floor in. It'd be under your regular piston and your sticky. And there you have it. And this is actually your trough. You can put any block in here, but I'm just going to put ice just so you can understand how the system works. And that's just to hold up the water the first time you start forming ice. And then after you form ice, it creates its own floor. And so we're going to just put water behind these regular pistons. And of course in those troughs on each side. And you're done. So now we have a nice whole row of water, and it's all set to go. We already have 1 block of ice. I'm just going to test it, see if it pushes out the bottom. And there you have it. You're done. If you have any questions, or if you want me to extend the tutorial on how to set up a timer to it, please let me know. And thanks for watching.